Hi, I'm Catherine, your assistant principal, and you are our wonderful Kingston College progressing students. So most of you will have done 1 or 2 years with us already and are on the precipice of your third and maybe final year at college. So what will this year be like? Well, the buildings will look a bit different and we have to work a bit differently just to keep our community safe. There is a separate health and safety video which includes all our information about COVID-19 and how we'll be operating, so make sure you watch that. But despite all the challenges we face with COVID-19, your teachers will be working as hard as ever to ensure that you get the tools you need to progress and progress well. So what will your year look like? Well, you've been through it before. You know how it rolls. You start off with initiation, you've got your goal, you know where you're heading, you've got your dream and you're holding on to it. But as the days get shorter, the weather gets colder, the novelty wears off, then you're in what we call the trough of sorrow. You start questioning your dreams, you aren't quite making the distinction grades you need, it's cold, it's dark, some days you're struggling to even get out of bed. But then, as the weather improves, we start to get those wiggles of false hope. Things are starting to pick up. Some days are better than others. But what I can absolutely guarantee for you is that if you stick with it, talk to your teachers, your friends, your family, when the trough of sorrow blues kick in, get out of bed, keep going, you will get to the promised land. You will get the knowledge and the skills, and most importantly, the grades you need to take your next step. So what is the promised land? What are your progression choices? Well, there are 3 routes available to you. There's higher education and training, employment, or an apprenticeship type route. So most Kingston College students progress to higher education, but it's worth remembering that higher education routes are expensive. So it's important that you put the work in now to really ensure you're making the right choice for you. So when we think of what that looks like, or perhaps more importantly, when we think of what our families think that looks like, it usually involves a university and a 3-year degree. But I would challenge you to think more creatively than that. There are routes available, other routes, and a traditional university 3-year degree route might not be the best or most appropriate route for you. So a higher education degree has 3 levels. Year 1 is level 4, year 2 level 5, year 3 level 6. But there are also qualifications called foundation degrees, or HNCs and Ds, that give you the level 4 and 5 option. And at the end of it, you can then also top up to a level 6 if you want to. They tend to be more flexible, cost effective, and could be more appropriate to get you where you want to go. Apprenticeships and higher apprenticeships are also options really well worth exploring. They give you the opportunity to study and earn a wage at the same time. I would also challenge you to think outside the box when it comes to an institution. Universities are not the only places where you can study higher education. Further education institutions like ours and a range of private providers also offer high quality, flexible, cost-efficient higher education options, and what a range they offer you. Here in the South Thames Colleges Group alone, we offer hundreds of fully verified higher education routes. From full 3-year BAs in early years or early childhood education to specialist in hair and media makeup, games art, live sound production, acting for stage and media, to a whole range of foundation and HNCs and HNDs in travel and tourism, sport, hospitality, IT, and the list goes on. These are outstanding courses that are grounded in current professional practice and that are robustly verified by our university partners. Group sizes tend to be smaller than traditional universities, and our communities are close-knit and friendly with much better student-teacher ratios. You'll probably get better access to the equipment than at a busy university, and it will save you money, as HE courses in FE tend to be around £1,000 to £2,000 less a year than traditional universities, with the very same, if not better, quality. And if you apply for one of our HE courses, you get a gold application route, which saves you money on UCAS. And they are known, and they're safe, and they keep you close to home. And if that's not enough, there's also bursaries available to Kingston College progressing students that range from about £1,000 to £2,000 a year, so check them out. So I would absolutely challenge you to dig really deep into these options, as they are a brilliant next step opportunity. And when you're choosing a provider, do your research. Ask a million questions, then ask a million more. Search websites, go to open days if you can. Explore all the virtual open days available. Apply to lots of different providers. Don't restrict yourself. Make sure you attend a minimum of 2 interviews. Really think deeply about what institution is your favourite and why. You don't just have one choice. And then in August 2021, you decide. And remember, your choice should encompass more than just the course. You're going to be committing 1, 2, 3 years or more. So think, what does your gut say about where you're thinking about going? Is it friendly? Is it supportive? What's the location like? Does it feel safe? What are the travel options? All those kind of questions. So, welcome back. Some really big decisions on the horizon. A year to dig deep and hit those high grades. And through it all, hold true to your dreams. And when it gets tough, and when it gets dark, and when it gets cold, just remember why you're here. Remember your promised land. Do that, and you will succeed. You'll get the knowledge, the skills, the grades that you need to progress, and you'll progress well. And I know that because you're a Kingston College student. That's what our students do. The world is at your feet. Good luck and enjoy.